Welcome to another day of the Stanley Parable. Let's continue. Last time he freaked the hell out, fell out a window, and ends up... What happened there? Also, I blew up the entire building, I think. So, we'll see what madness Stanley has in store for him today. Like, seriously, this guy has no luck or something. Oops, doing that again. This game has crashed. Would you like to close the program or wait? I would like to wait because it hasn't actually crashed. So, just a little bit of personal news. Tonight I start my new job as a DJ. That'll be interesting. More on that tomorrow after I've done
This is the story of a man named...
Yes, we've experienced this story before.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It was supposed to have saved what I'd done already. I guess it didn't. Or maybe it doesn't save between accession.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So I want to see. Last time we went through this, we went all the way down to the thing.
Yet there was not a single
But
person
there was
here
the
either.
one.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There was the one tunnel that said escape. I want to see where escape goes. I was gonna say, don't those normally close? Still can't get in.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Quite you.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
It just said 8. Why did it say 8? Does that do something?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input any, Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This place is pretty creepy. I wish I had like a flashlight or something. Down we go. Anybody remember that song, that Cotton Eye Joe song, that really weird kind of country dance song?
Stanley
that suddenly entered my head.
He felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Away we go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
We'll see about that.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No thanks.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep, let's do it. There's a hole. Oh my god. Okay then. Ooh, I'm not dead. I'm in another thing.
As the
What
machine
the hell is
whirred into
this?
motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
You want
he
a ride?
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
I'm gonna
Stanley
get
can't
squished.
see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death
What
was
is
of
going
no
on?
great
What is
loss,
that thing?
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Nope. Ooh, I got squished.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly
What?
into the enormous metal jaws.
Oh yeah, I
In a
can't
single
jump.
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the
My nose is
machine
itchy.
crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. But I seem to be fine. Why is the narrator a woman now? Ooh, fancy.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Weird.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
This is a museum.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
It's trippy. Well, I turned those off. Cabinets. Corridor. Office layout. Is this really the office layout? It is the office layout. That's all of the starting area I have until I get to the two doors. Nature paintings. I honestly don't remember this. There's some credits, if you want to have a look at them. Let's head over here. Maintenance room. Early version of the maintenance room. The office. What was the other way? I don't want to go up in the fear that it'll like progress the story or something. I want to look around. Boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. I see they went kind of with the middle one there. Office clock. It is currently... Well, that's actually almost right. It's 11:18 for me. Freedom ending. It's the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. So apparently, there's a good ending. And this is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Countdown room, an early version of the countdown room. Looks alright. Monitor room elevator. What is this? There's more over here. Zending. Okay. Zending model. I don't know what a Zending is. The game is now paused. Weird. Apparently there's an ending that you can only get to when you restart the game. But it seems they removed it. Yeah, we have the meeting room stuff. We have maintenance layout. Hmm. Interesting. So it looks like they went with the first one? Not sure. We have the cargo lift. Apartment timer. I was gonna say that just counted down. Am I gonna die? Other version of the cargo lift. The office stuff. Let's see. Larger words, text, something. Steam green light. Yeah, it's really weird that the Stanley Parable got greenlit on Steam Greenlight, because it was kind of out there as far as games go. It's still pretty weird. Like, your only point is really to die, because you can't do much else. Okay, we've been in here, so let's go through here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they
On,
both
off.
wish to be free.
Ooh. I hit
Can
the
you
off
see?
switch.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Yeah, my hair is crazy because I took a shower and didn't have time to
But listen
fix
to
it.
me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they
Oh,
both
no.
fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
I did it. It said push quit and escape or whatever. Was I supposed to?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Huh, input received. So it did change. It's not the exact same.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Nope.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Quite you.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this
Kind of a weird
immaculate,
room.
beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Still no. Not gonna happen.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There is a thing here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else
I don't
can be
trust
difficult,
this thing. I'm getting
but
off.
the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Let me off.
Someone you forgot.
Jump.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I'm sure he
Well,
wants to kill me.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No dice. I am potentially leaving.
Now listen carefully, this is
Ooh.
important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
I said no.
Stanley walked through the red door.
I said no.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end
I
of this
do want to
road
know what's
you've
out here.
chosen? Well, don't
Yes.
let me stop you.
I don't trust that
You
guy.
see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Ooh, this
Broken
is...
rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Nothing
And
here.
in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Skyrim would have been nice.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Ooh,
This
fancy.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Doesn't give a scale though. I'm just gonna push middle.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful.
Well, you didn't say what the
Here,
scale was.
based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Was this always here? Worldwide leaderboard? Is this for real?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Not really, that
Again,
just confused me.
honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
go
Let me
ahead.
boot it up.
So now what? Why is my nose so itchy today?
In this game,
What the hell?
baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the
Sure.
desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Sure.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't
4
you give
hours?
it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. No way I'm pushing a button for 4 hours.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Why not
Because
both?
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to
Ooh,
ease
what do
the
you got?
pain. Let's see. What
Skyrim?
do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ooh, now what? Hey,
Well,
it's
Stanley,
Minecraft.
is this any better? At last, the one thing you've
But I can't
always
jump.
desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Oh,
This will go here, no, here, and then.
right.
Let's see, what does it need?
Better
Yes,
build it than
of
me.
course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own
Sure.
inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
So weird.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Diamond?
Everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay. Ooh, we are going mining.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. There's some coal if you want to make one. Oh, we're getting really far down here.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Now what? This is a really weird ending. I still don't know what was up with the other one, though. God, my face is all itchy today.
Yes!
Now we're in
I
Portal.
don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Ooh, we're free. Yep, this is Portal.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Cube.
Genius.
Surprised they
No,
let me
actually,
leave.
you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly doubt you're any wiser for...
Well, was that supposed to happen? Not sure what I've done. Oh no. I can't see anything. What the hell? It's dark and creepy. I don't like this. I want to go home. I don't like the dark. Oh, it's the... There's light. These computers are on. I still can't go in anything. God. Okay, this one's open, but it doesn't do anything. And what happened to the narrator guy?
I wonder
Okay.
what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
No kidding,
I
I have
wonder
no
if
idea
he's
what's going
happy with
on.
his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Have you
He'll
coughed?
understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Okay.
The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. That was a weird one. I'm not really sure what happened there. And we're back where we started.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, look, I can get on top of this. Oh my god. Oh, it's this one.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
There's like
He
no
then
frame of
praised
reference
the
other
game
than
for its
that window.
insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its
Something right
examination
here.
of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think
Weird
it would have been particularly
eBay style
different?
feedback.
Would I have
eBay
taken
style
the same
feedback all of a
idea
sudden.
but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the
Now I'm
first
sleepy.
place. Oh, now think about it. Would it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on
God, he
your
just
first
keeps
playthrough,
talking.
how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Oh, he finally... Shut up. There's not really anything to do here. Do I just restart? I'm just gonna restart. I ain't gonna sit in that white room. Forget that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ooh, another one. 2 inputs received. I kind of want to see what was the end of that
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
escape
entered
one,
the
like if I
door
got
on his
squished.
left.
I quit because it told me to quit. I thought it was something different was going to happen, but nothing happened.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Did that open? Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay. And why did this open now? It wasn't open before. This didn't open before either. What if I want to go? Because it doesn't matter. Up? Does it take me anywhere? Sweet music. Dante, what are you doing? Sniffing the trash. Not now, Sophia. Dogs all over the place. Still going. Okay, that took us nowhere. That doesn't seem to take us anywhere. What if I press down? Up doesn't do anything. How the hell that works, I don't know. Like, do I need to sit here long enough or something? Is he singing? I think he's singing. I'm gonna sit here for a minute, like maybe it's just a really long elevator ride. Yes, no, maybe. Sweet music. He is singing. Still nothing. Okay, we're moving on then. I did that for way too long anyways. I started checking my email.
Stepping...
Suck it, game. We're going back. Because this one I remember. I just want to show this one. Then we'll go ahead and call it an episode. You go all the way to the boss's office, let the door close, and then come back. Almost there. See, now this door is open instead. And away we go. Ooh, chilies. Oh no, high balance words. You are now leaving. That sounds good to me. Of course, the elevator doesn't work. God. The elevators in this place suck. If I have a messed up knee, I would never survive being in this. I'd be like, no, I'll just... Oh wait, thanks. Where the hell are we going? Seriously, I can't see what I'm doing. Seven, 5, 8. Seven, 5, 9. The numbers are going up. God, I hate this darkness. I can't see shit. 760. Escape pod launch bay. That's what I'm looking for. Here we go. Ooh. I was gonna say yes, no, maybe. Looks like it worked.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
But there's a
He
clock
no
right
longer
there.
had the
What's the
ability to
problem?
tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay. That's a different place. I think that'll do it for today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. My name is JP, and I will see you next time with more of the Stanley Parable, maybe. We'll probably play a little bit more tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Bye.